This is DYU King 750, a monster fat tire e-bike with massive 26 inches tires, a 750-watt rear hub motor, front suspension, a huge 48 volts 20 amps LG battery, and other features. Let's take a look at the pros and cons of this e-bike so you can decide if it is right for you. The bike comes in DYU branded box and it arrived safely packed with no transportation damage. In the box, you get all the parts that need to be assembled, tools, a charger and a cable, a set of keys, and so on. It took me around 20 minutes to fully assemble it. At the time of this video, the bike costs about $1,400 in the US and about 1,500 euros in the EU, but they sometimes go on sale. Check out the links in the video description if you're interested. To begin with, let's take a look at the design, specs, and key features. This is a big, heavy, and quite aggressive-looking e-bike that is made to conquer pretty much any terrain. It weighs almost 44 kilograms, which means it won't be easy to carry it upstairs if you live in the apartment without an elevator. The overall build quality is very good. The vehicle uses mostly metal in the construction, it can be ridden in the rain thanks to IP54 certification, the craftsmanship is good, and there are no loose or rattling parts. However, I found a matte paint finish to attract fingerprints and smudges quite easily, but that's the case with most e-bikes that are painted in dark color. What sets the King 750 apart from the majority of fat tire e-bikes, it has larger 26 by 4 inches fat tires that make a huge difference for off-road riding. Being a 170 centimeters guy, I felt comfortable riding it for hours, even though I initially thought that the bike would be too big for me. The official page says that the bike is suited for riders ranging from 160 to 195 centimeters tall. However, the handlebar height is not adjustable, but I found the height to be comfortable to me. The total weight capacity is 136 kilograms. For reference, I weigh about 75 kilograms. The King 750 has a 750-watt rear hub motor that can reach a peak power output of 900 watts, translating to 75 Nm of torque. Out of the box, the bike can reach a speed of 45 km per hour. The King 750 has hydraulic disc brakes on the front and back, a removable 48 volts 20 amps battery with high-quality LG cells, there is a half-twist throttle, a front fork suspension, and a Shimano 7-speed system. The bike has robust metal-made pedals, and the kickstand holds the bike well. The front and back mudguards are made of plastic, but the quality is decent. One thing that is missing, a rear rack, so if you need one, you'll need to buy it separately. The front light is very powerful and it is more than enough to illuminate the road in front of you. However, at the back of the bike there is only a reflector. It would have been nice to see an electric rear light. A nicely backlit color LCD allows you to choose from 3 power assist modes. It also shows information like speed, mileage, output power, and status indicators. There is no built-in electric horn, so you would need to rely on a good old mechanical bell. Here is an audio test. Now let's talk about the riding experience and how all of the bike's hardware works in practice. I mostly use the King 750 at the maximum power assist level, and I found that 750-watt rear hub motor along with the 26 inches fat tires to be excellent in conquering pretty much any terrain. With a peak power output of 900 watts, you can feel the power difference compared to, for instance, 500-watt motors, especially when you ride the bike off-road. With this bike, I felt much more confident than, for instance, riding a bike with 20 inches fat tires. Besides, bigger tires have advantages in terms of the overall traction and absorbing potholes of uneven terrain. It always felt that the bike had a good power reserve even when riding it in the mud, soft and wet grass, in the forest, and in other off-road environments. You can immediately feel a powerful torque when you hit the throttle or start pedaling. Well, the cadence sensor can be jumpy or a little bit slow to react at times when you start pedaling, but it behaves the same as on most fat tire e-bikes with this kind of sensor. On the other hand, this can be solved by simply using a very responsive throttle. The bike feels stable and smooth, and the front suspension system works pretty well. I wish the bike had suspension on the back, but the front fork does a decent job of absorbing the bumps and potholes. In case you need it, you can lock the front fork. To compensate for the lack of rear suspension, the manufacturer used a very nice saddle which adds another point of suspension. I found the seat to be soft and it is surprisingly good at absorbing the road's impact. We have standard handlebar grips that do the job for everyday riding. When I was off-road, about 30 km per hour was the maximum speed I felt comfortable on uneven terrain. When I rode the bike on asphalt, I reached about 45 km per hour maximum speed, which is very fast, but the bike felt stable and the handling was pretty good. I can see a huge difference in terms of stability compared to smaller 20 inches fat tire e-bikes. Hydraulic disc brakes are highly effective and they stop the bike fast without making any squeaking noise. Also, the Shimano gears are shifting smoothly. Lastly, the King 750 does not make any rattling sound when riding it off-road, which is sometimes the case with other e-bikes. Overall, the riding experience is very good. I always felt confident going off-road with this bike because it can conquer almost any terrain. Massive 26 inches fat tires, plenty of power and speed make you feel that you can go pretty much anywhere. During my test, I could get about 80 km on a single charge, which is a very good result because I rode the bike mostly off-road and I used it on a maximum power assist level a lot. The official claim is that the battery can last you up to 129 km, but that's only if you pedal a lot on the lowest power assist mode and ride it in ideal conditions. You can remove a lockable battery with a provided key and charge it at home or keep it inside the frame of the bike. Charging time is about 6 hours. Overall, I'm very impressed with the DYU King 750. The only flaws worth mentioning include the lack of a rear light and an electric horn. Other than that, this is a powerful monster fat tire e-bike that allows you to go pretty much anywhere you want. It has the power, speed, excellent traction with these massive fat tires, good riding comfort and stability, and great range. All things considered, the DYU King 750 is a near excellent choice if you love going off-road with confidence. What do you think about this e-bike? Would you buy this one or would you choose another option? As always, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.